Introduction. In recent years, electric vehicles, EVs, surged into the spotlight, promising a cleaner, more sustainable future for transportation. Among the most talked about models was Tesla's Cybertruck, a futuristic, angular pickup that captured the imagination of consumers and media alike. However, the landscape for EVs has shifted dramatically since government rebates and incentives, key drivers of early adoption, were phased out. This story examines the meteoric rise of the Cybertruck and the broader EV market, and the challenges faced since the end of the EV rebate. The rise, EVs and the Cybertruck capture the public imagination. When the EV rebate programs were in full swing, buyers enjoyed significant financial incentives to make the switch from gasoline-powered vehicles to electric ones. These rebates reduced the upfront cost and made EVs, including the Cybertruck, attractive alternatives to traditional pickups and SUVs. Tesla, Ford, Rivian, and other manufacturers saw record sales and expanding market share. The Cybertruck, with its unique design and advanced technology, became a symbol of the new electric era, generating massive pre-orders and widespread media coverage. The fall market shifts. After the end of the EV rebate. As the EV rebate programs concluded, the market experienced a dramatic shift. The removal of financial incentives led to a sharp increase in the effective price of EVs for consumers, dampening enthusiasm for new purchases. The Cybertruck, once heralded as the future of pickups, saw a drop in pre-orders and slower sales growth. Other EV manufacturers faced similar challenges, with inventory piling up and dealers offering discounts to move stock. Many consumers reconsidered the value proposition of electric vehicles in the absence of rebates, especially as inflation and higher interest rates stretched household budgets. The cost premium of EVs over conventional vehicles, combined with concerns about charging infrastructure and battery longevity, became more pronounced. Manufacturers responded by slowing production and rethinking their long-term strategies for EV rollouts. Industry response and market adaptation. In the wake of declining sales, automakers began to pivot. Some companies shifted focus to hybrid vehicles, which offer improved fuel efficiency without the range anxiety associated with full EVs. Others invested in developing more affordable EV models and expanding charging networks in hopes of reigniting consumer interest. Tesla, while still a major player, faced increased competition and scrutiny as the Cybertruck's hype faded and the broader market cooled. As of now, the Cybertruck resale market has not completely collapsed, but there have been notable fluctuations. Initially, high demand and limited supply led to resale prices well above the manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP. However, as more vehicles become available, prices have started to normalize and, in some cases, drop closer to or even below MSRP. The market remains dynamic, and resale values can vary based on factors such as vehicle condition, configuration, and location. It's important to review the latest market data or consult automotive resale platforms for up-to-date information. As of today, the electric pickup truck market has grown significantly, offering several strong options for buyers seeking a blend of utility, performance, and value. Here are the top 5 electric pickup trucks to consider in 2025. 1. Ford F-150 Lightning. Known for its familiar design and robust features, the F-150 Lightning offers impressive towing capacity, a spacious interior, and competitive pricing, making it a versatile choice for both work and daily use. 2. Rivian R1T. With exceptional off-road capabilities, innovative storage solutions, and a high-performance electric drivetrain, the R1T stands out for adventurers and those looking for cutting-edge technology. 3. Chevrolet Silverado EV. Combining the reliability of the Silverado name with a powerful electric platform, this truck delivers strong performance, ample cargo space, and a price point that appeals to a wide range of buyers. 4. GMC Hummer EV pickup. Sporting a bold design and advanced features like crab walk and adaptive air suspension, the Hummer EV offers top-tier performance and luxury, though it comes at a premium price. 5. Tesla Cybertruck. The Cybertruck's futuristic look, impressive range, and high payload capacity make it a unique choice, especially for those interested in cutting-edge design and technology with competitive pricing for its entry-level models. Each of these models delivers a balance of utility, driving experience, and value, ensuring there's an electric pickup option suited to different needs and budgets in 2025. The electric vehicle (EV) industry is poised for significant transformation in 2026 and the years following. Rapid advancements in battery technology are expected to drive longer ranges and faster charging times, making EVs more practical and appealing to mainstream consumers. Automakers worldwide are ramping up production, introducing new models that cater to diverse preferences and needs. Government policies and incentives are likely to become even more favorable, accelerating EV adoption and infrastructure development. Additionally, as concerns about climate change intensify, manufacturers are investing heavily in sustainable materials and practices, aiming to reduce their overall carbon footprint. The EV landscape will also see increased competition, innovation, and integration with smart technologies, reshaping how people drive and interact with their vehicles. Ford, GM, and Tesla are all making significant changes to their available models starting in 2026 and beyond. Ford is expected to expand its lineup of electric vehicles, introducing more battery-powered trucks and SUVs, and updating existing models with improved range and technology. FPRD has announced that the F-150 Lightning will be retooled to a hybrid version. GM is focusing on electrification as well, rolling out new EVs under its Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac brands, with advancements in battery technology and autonomous driving features. Tesla continues to innovate by refining its current models with enhanced self-driving capabilities, longer-range batteries, and unveiling new vehicle designs, including the highly anticipated next-generation Roadster and potential updates to the Cybertruck. These changes reflect the industry-wide shift toward sustainability, advanced technology, and greater connectivity in vehicles. Conclusion: lessons learned and the road ahead, the rise and fall of the Cybertruck and the EV market. Since the end of the rebate illustrate the powerful role government policy can play in shaping consumer behavior and industry trends. While EVs remain a critical part of the transition to cleaner transportation, the experience highlights the need for sustainable market strategies that go beyond temporary incentives. As manufacturers, policymakers, and consumers adapt to the new landscape, the future of EVs will depend on innovation, affordability, and the continued evolution of infrastructure.
Well, that ends another episode of here at Gearhead, man. Let me know in the comments below what you think about my piece on the EV rise and fall and burst of the Cybertruck and all that, because that was now the Cybertruck. They're predicting by June of next year, it's going to be selling, a used Cybertruck's going to be around 50K. But it depends on the options and how it was tricked out and all that. But I do look forward to some of the new stuff coming out now, like the Ford F-150 Lightning is now going to be a hybrid, but not really a true hybrid. It's kind of it's a hybrid, but I'm probably gonna be doing an episode on it later next year or early next year. And what do you think also about some of the other things, Tesla and Ford and GM and all the other manufacturers, what they have coming out next year? It's pretty cool. And then the years after. Now, what I want to tell you about is Hertz. Hertz was always big with electric, and they saw that's going to be their future as they tried to build towards an all-electric fleet of cars. So they bought over 1,000 or more electric Mach-E GTs, and they paid, I believe, around $65,000 is what they were going for. I'm not sure what they actually paid for them, but now that they're waiting for the next generation to come out of the Mach-E, they're getting rid of all their Mach-E GTs in stock. You can show up at a Hertz rental office and purchase a late model um, Mach-E Mustang GT, and you pay 25 grand for it. What a steal! Because they originally sold for 65 grand. So if you can get one for 25 grand, I know it's probably going to have 80, 90, maybe even 100,000 miles, but it's not like a gasoline car. They're just starting those EV vehicles at that kind of mileage. I think it's a hell of a deal. Maybe when you show up, you kind of make them an offer, because you find out how many cars they have sitting on their lot. They may be willing to go down a little bit. So I would always make them an offer. But that's pretty cool. 25 grand for a Ford Mustang Mach-E GT. Sweet deal, sweet ride. I've been in one GT and it was an awesome ride. But yeah, let me know what you think, what your feelings or what you're feeling the EV market's going to do. A lot changed when the rebate went away. A lot of people couldn't see paying the higher price. So a lot of EV companies, car manufacturers selling EVs, lowered the price a little bit. Ford has been lowering the price of the Ford F-150 Lightning as well. So I'm glad hopefully you liked the episode. Let me know again if you like it. Give us a like, give us a share. And if you're not a subscriber, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. And that way you get a notification every time we post a new episode. I'm just excited about to get this episode out there, and I got it done, and hopefully you'll like it. Look forward next week that for Wednesday, we're going to be doing an episode on a resident of Henderson, Nevada. It's a guy named Pete Brock. He was the mastermind designer with Shelby American, designing the Daytona Coupe. And he first sketched it out on a napkin when him and Carol Shelby were at a restaurant in Vegas, or actually in California. It was still in California then. But he's also the guy who raced and won the championship with the Datsun 240Z. When Nissan came out with the anniversary car, tribute car and they called it the Nissan Z, they invited him down to help finalize the design when it was still in clay state. Still in the clay state, he gave his opinion and they listened to him and they made that Nissan Z one hell of a car. Just like the 240Z, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the 240Z suspension and running gear and all that were pretty much race car ready, track ready. All Peter did was increase the size of the carburetor and retune it, and he was wicked out there. He won race after race and won a championship. So watch for that episode. I believe it's going to be posting Wednesday, so keep an eye out for that. And I thank everyone for watching. I hope everyone had a great holiday and are looking forward to the new year. I'm going to be doing a lot of cool stuff right off the bat in January and February with my channel, and hope that everyone's safe out there, and you can get to 2026 and be safe there. All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for supporting my channel. In probably a few days, maybe a week or less, my channel is going to be hitting 10,000 subscribers, and I'm going to post a celebration short with that as well when that happens. And I couldn't done it without you guys. You guys are awesome. You help support my channel. You help me grow the channel, and you help me just keep moving forward with the channel. And I couldn't got to 10,000 subscribers without you all. Thanks again. And if you have anything you want to see on my channel next year, just let me know in the comments. That's what they're there for. And again, give us a like, give us a share, subscribe, and everything. All right, everyone. Thanks again. Everyone have a great 2026, and we'll see everyone later.